Hi everybody. I just want to wish you a very pleasant evening and all for you all for this first inaugural we've got at public meeting hosted by Lancashire Solidarity. I really do appreciate everybody taking time to come and listen to this. Not only me, these guys here. On such a public call. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? Have you got that? What's that? It's like yeah, okay. It's good.
Don't want too much thing.
No, I don't want so much. You want to message me, so I'm not really honest. No, we're here to discuss, in my opinion, we're here to discuss the potential natural medications for many different conditions, but primarily debilitating conditions like cancer, MS, Parkinson's and so on. And really open up the floor through the experiences on the right hand side and the views from on the left hand side. And the kind of main reasons why this natural remedy has been withheld for the public and real need. We're also going to discuss, primarily from Jim, prohibition around drugs and why the current policies that are in place just simply don't work. And I'm sure that will be illuminating and very informative as we go through the night. Hopefully you'll agree at the end of the night. As it says on here, we're here in the meetings hosted by Lancashire Solidarity. As a party, Solidarity advocate the legalisation, regulation and taxation of cannabis. With the revenues raised from that being devoted to tackling health and addiction problems. And we also advocate that drug use is a social and medical issue, not a crime. And I hope we take something from that area as well. Throughout the meeting, sorry we're on a wee bit late, but throughout the meeting we'll be hearing demonstrations from the three speakers here. I'll finish it shortly, we'll let you know. Now, opening the debate will be Bernadette, McCready on my far right here. Bernadette is currently campaigning to bring about an all-party focus group, would it be fair to say? Yeah, at Holyrood. To discuss and debate the potential for legalisation of medicinal cannabis. What was the term used there? Anything that Mother Nature provides? Yeah. Second contribution even with my friend Lynn here. Strangely enough, you know, it's almost a year since we met in this very hall. Believe that, eh? Raised down that, you done that? No, I didn't think so. Lynn was diagnosed in late 2013. I'm just very brief headline. Diagnosed in 2013 with what I believe the specialist called the dirtiest form of brain cancer. Yeah. After taking the initial conventional treatments, Lynn rejected those and decided to self-medicate through natural remedies, cannabis oil being primary. Yeah. And she's got a quite inspiring story to tell, so I hope you'll enjoy that as well. And our final speaker of the evening will be Jim, on the left-hand side. Now this is quite a CV, so I'm going to have to read this off the website, okay? Jim is a retired police officer and former chair of Strathclyde Police Federation. Okay. But he now speaks on behalf of LEAP, which stands for Law Enforcement Against Prohibition. An organisation whose aim is to educate the public, the media and the policy makers the failure of the existing draconian drug policies by presenting a true picture of the history, cause and effect of drug abuse and the crimes relating to drug prohibition. So, if you could just put your hands together for the way that we're going to run the order is we're going to have contributions from Bernie and then from Lynn. Following that we'll have a Q&A, I'm sure anticipated by a lot of questions that you'll have. We'll then have a 10-minute recess, 5-minute recess depending on time, and then we'll bring Jim in and he'll take us through this where again we'll open up to you guys will have Q&A. What I would ask is that we let the guys finish what they're speaking about, and then we'll open up for Q&A from there. Okay with that? Yeah? Happy with that? That's my bit. I'm even happy to hear. And with that, I'm going to hand it across to Bernadette.
Right, so I started a big operation from set 5 years ago. Basically, I've got with psoriasis on my face and I haven't had anything like that in my life before. 10 weeks was covered in it, then I joints and psoriatic arthritis. then I get celiac disease, then I get fibromyalgia, and I'm no more here for the rest. Basically, any medication that they gave me made me sick. Hello.
Hello.
That's you.
So, any medication they give me, it just makes me sick. I lost sicker than what the disease is giving me. So, I decided to go and search for more cures, if you like. I don't think to use that one because nothing really is cured. Everything kept on coming back to cannabis. So, the sicker I was getting, the more I was discussing it with my doctors, and the more I was finding the doctors don't know anything unless it's to prescribe you pharmaceutical medication. They don't know anything about diet, they don't know anything about herbal remedies, and to be quite frank with you, a lot of them not even willing to discuss it with you. So I became a bit of a politician bother when I moved out to England. I was getting nowhere with NHS action, so I moved to England, where I managed to get a Tory politician to come out to my house and discuss it. So from there, I became the regional head of PR for an organisation called Yorkshire, who then became involved with an organisation and a campaign called End Our Pain. End Our Pain became a campaign. It's more or less, turns out it's kind of a pharmaceutical campaign to get us to be able to prescribe Sativex and Vegetan. Basically, we're still trying to keep the rights from us from growing cannabis and medicating ourselves. Something that I truly believe is a right that we should have. You should decide what is in your body, nobody else. Now, I came back home with the thinking that the only way this is going to happen in Scotland is Scotland gets its independence. I truly believe that, because as long as we're under Westminster rule, we're never going to hit it. It's never going to happen. So I set about interviewing politicians from all different parties. Every politician that I spoke to were in favour of it. Every single one. But that doesn't mean that we're going to do anything about it. Right now, the SNP obviously being the government, they voted in favour of it, but still nothing's happening about it. Nobody's doing anything about it. Although we need this to save lives, nobody's in a hurry about it. So I basically put them all agreed to a kind of cross-party discussion where we're all going to have a meeting in Holyrood, somebody for Labour, the Conservatives, the Green Party, Solidarity. We're all going to be there. There's going to be a registered nurse and a lead psychiatrist from NHS Lothian, and they're all prepared to sit around this table. Jim's coming as well. And there's going to be a few medicinal cannabis users there as well, because I think here in Scotland we're ready to take it forward. We know that it's the best thing that's for us, and hopefully we're having this meeting, it's going to take it forward in Scotland. We can't wait in Westminster, we've not got any more time to wait in Westminster, so we need to take this forward, and hopefully the meeting was actually meant to happen by now, but I've been kind of unavailable myself the past couple of weeks, so it's put on hold. But hopefully within the next couple of weeks this meeting will happen, and hopefully we're going to see a change in Scotland. I mean, you just need to listen to Lynn, and let hear Lynn's story, it's just remarkable, and we should be hearing things like this every single day. 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 times a day we should be hearing the same story that Lynn's about to tell us, and it's absolutely criminal that we don't hear it and that we're not allowed to hear it. But I'm going to pass you over to Lynn and I'll let you hear your story.
Hi there. I'll shorten it down as well. Basically, I was in grade, you did not fail, as I thought, in November 2013. I came home to work, tired, my hairdresser to trade, self-employed, mobile, and I just put it into the normal run every day, work, and anyway, tired. And my sister, who's got this, we also ordered a wee takeaway on Friday. So my last memory was phoning for this takeaway. I woke up and there was 2 paramedics standing over me. And I did ask, where is my pizza? And I was serious. And they had said to me, we took a grandma's seizure. Look at the state my sister's in. And my poor sister's sitting there, grey. Anyway, taken up to her minors that night. Sadly enough, the X-ray department closed at 5:30 daily. So I was there, I had to wait on a letter from the hospital where I was getting a scan done, because this had never ever happened. Needless to say, unfortunately enough, I was at a client the following week, and she works in here Myers. So she actually asked me, what was the referral? Was it routine? Was it urgent? I said, well, that I don't know. She said, well, I'll phone urology in the morning and find out and get you on the cancellation list. So she did. She stopped her work, and it turned out it was actually put it through as routine, which would have meant I would have waited about 4 months for a scan, and by that point it had been far too late for me. So I was put in the cancellation list, and luckily enough, on the 10th of December 2013, I got the X-ray done near Myers, and there was a mass in the brain. So I was rushed down to the Southern General that day, and got to see the surgeon who was going to be working on it. And he wanted me as soon as possible to get operated on, find out exactly what this was. So I was operated on the 16th of December, and through Christmas, we had to wait until the 27th of December for the results. So the results were, and the oncologist was, the most aggressive brain cancer you can get, and it only comes in stage 4. So I thought, well, that's no good. And the name for it is a glioblastoma multiforme. As I say, it only comes in stage 4. It's quite silent, the symptoms. So the symptom was taking the seizure, and that's how I found out also what I had. So the prognosis at best, 6 to 18 months to live. So I thought, right, what did I ask, is this the only thing is it the primary? Yeah, it's primary tumour. And I said, my gosh, to him was, well, at least it's only that, I've got to deal with. And he was a bit shocked at my reaction to him. Anyway, I went through conventional treatment of radio and chemotherapy, double, or combined, for 6 weeks. Then had a 6-week break and then double dose chemo for 6 weeks. But during this time, a good friend of mine had actually told me about cannabis oil and showed me different studies and research that had been done via online. But like everybody else, I said, oh no, that's illegal, I can't do that. And he said, no, the studies are there, it's been done. This kills cancer. She thinks that's a bit far-fetched. Anyway, I then decided to break the law. As my saying was, I'd rather be illegally alive than legally dead. So I started on the cannabis oil. And constantly researching things, other natural things, you know, to help many illnesses. So I came across a docu-series called The Truth About Cancer, a global quest. This docu-series will never be shown on mainstream TV. And it's really quite enlightening, very informative. In fact, I'm going to get quite angry when you see what's actually hidden. So then I found out that different vitamins, supplements, other natural remedies, black seed oil, turmeric combined with coconut oil and black pepper oil. There's not many. There's not many to get through. Anyway, I added that to my protocol. Frankincense oil being one as well. Frankincense oil is another cancer killer that we don't know about. And because the BMA haven't approved it, it can't be classed as medicine, even though it does kill cancer. It can't be classed as medicine. So I started taking that as well. And that was in October 2015. I added these onto my protocol. So then in January of 2016, And in between times, my doctor, GP, oncologist, they didn't know I was taking cannabis oil. But I did broach the subject with the oncologist, and he told me boo-hooed it. Oh no, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. And I remember asking him, is there certain vitamins, supplements, food that I should eat? Eat whatever you like. Well, wrong. Cancer thrives on sugar. Processed foods. It can't live, what it doesn't survive very well with is high protein. So you're better a high protein diet or a low carb diet. But our doctors, what they've taught medical school here in the UK, they don't talk anything about diet and things that you should eat and what you shouldn't eat. They're just taught textbook stuff, that's it. They don't look outside the box. So, as I say, that was October 2015 when I added all this to the protocol. And then January last year, I had great results. No sign of disease. Now, if you could see this oncologist's face when I went into his office. This is a man that he's not got very good eye contact, in which a cancer patient needs your doctor's undivided attention. But this man's not very good at that. You go through the checklist and you go in, how are you? Are you still taking this medication, taking that? Tick all the boxes. I actually had to interrupt him, put my hand up and say, can you tell me what my results are? He still didn't look me straight in the eye, he tilted the screen, so they give you the previous scan and the present scan. So of course I was looking at both and I could see there's nothing there. I needed him. This keeps going away. So I asked, I said, so what is my results? And this was how he did it with me. He's right. There's no sign of disease. Never looked at me. When he took an oncologist food bed, jumped off the chair. Fantastic news and all that, man. As I say, he's not very good that way. But he still didn't know what I was doing. So I then said to him, I said, you're the very man who told me this is incurable. And it takes 6 to 18 months to live. You see, it's because you did the combined radio and chemotherapy treatment. We used to do it singular, but because you did the combined, and I put my hand up again, I said, no, that's not what's did this. I said, for example, chemotherapy and radiotherapy do not break the blood-brain barrier of the cancer cell. I got his attention then. What do you mean? I said, well, I had a conversation with you about cannabis oil, and you told me it didn't work. I said, now I know you take it, the Hippocratic oath, which is quite hypocritical, and you're not allowed to comment in any way, shape or form. But to totally dismiss something you know nothing about, I don't think it's right either. I said, so it's cannabis oil that's done it. Frankincense oil, I'm writing everything on. Oh, see, it's just anecdotal, it's not you. I said, anecdotal. Considering like the most aggressive brain cancer, and its nickname being the Terminator. I said, and it's anecdotal. I said, no, there's millions of people all over this planet have used this medicine. So since then, I've had a further 4 MRI scans and still here. And I still have to use a maintenance dose of cannabis oil. So I still have to break the law to make sure I keep this away. What else can I say? But it's a wonderful plant that can solve so many issues with health. The great plant for Parkinson's disease, fibromyalgia, MS. There's countless things that this plant can help. So on that note, I'm going back to do it.
Very beautiful story. I'm sure everybody will agree. I've recite that on a few occasions, and each time I'm still amazed. And I wrote it in the wee flyer, and that's the remarkable with Cameron, and it's absolutely remarkable. It's listening again, it's humbling, genuinely. And for me, and for everybody here, hopefully for you guys as well, the main purpose of this is to get the message out. To get the message out that there is something else. There is something else. We shouldn't be the last option. It should potentially be the first option. This is how we should be looking after each other. And in my opinion, I'm the chair, I shouldn't be giving opinions, but anyway, I'll go for it. I'm allowed. There are agendas afoot that will continue to try and prevent us using and utilising this independent plan. And it's up to us as the people to bring in the barrier and make sure that we get access to this, we get access to the information, we get the voice up to Bernie and Jim, and get as wide and as loud as possible. We're going to open up now for a few questions for you guys before listening to that and you've got a couple of questions. Can I just ask you one more? I'm sure that we will just forget everybody. You mentioned that you'd taken the combined dose of the standard Medicaid by numbers, chemo and radiotherapy. What was the timeline from your diagnosis, taking that and then coming off, and then obviously the intervening time since?
I started taking I started taking the cannabis oil. That would have been in August 2014.
When was the actual treatment?
The treatment was an operation in the 16th of December 2013, and then the treatment started at the end of January 2014 and finished in May 2014. And that's it. It was just after, I'm saying August, but it was actually before August 2014. I started taking the cannabis oil and continued on a nightly dosage. I started on for quite a long time and then added it in the morning. And if I didn't have anything on that day, I take it mid-afternoon as well. So because the more that you can try, the more you take, better chance of killing the cancer. So
yeah, and she just on that, so we're not going to be back to conversation here. So the intention of the ears
cannabis oil, you rub it on your gums.
underneath the tongue and into the gums and into the cheeks.
Right. My son's got Parkinson's, and I'm working to, he lives in Edinburgh. And I was telling him, I only seen it on somebody's phone,
Right.
and it shows you a man.
Oh, it's amazing.
Yeah,
It's
and he
amazing.
got up, the shakes had gone and everything.
Where would you find the best information online? Is there specific sites? Is there videos that you...
I would say Rick Simpson. He's the man who knows everything about this plant.
Just to help inform ourselves.
Rick Simpson was a man in Canada who was diagnosed with skin cancer, and he'd been doing all the usual treatments what you get at the hospitals. But he'd known obviously quite a bit about the cannabis plant, so he decided to self-medicate by rubbing the cannabis oil onto his melanoma, onto the skin, and totally eradicated it. So he then started growing the plant and making oil and giving it out free to people who needed it. He saved over 5,000 people's lives and was basically hunted out of Canada by the authorities. Even though he did what he did, wasn't taking any money, he was just helping people. And I think right now lives in Croatia. It's Croatia. And he went into America as well, and was hunted out of America, moved to Europe. So, for information regarding strains of plants, there's so many strains of this amazing plant, and dosage, type of dosage, where the cancer is, it depends where the cancer is when you're dosing as well. So if you need information about this plant, that is the man. He's definitely the man for it.
I was just wanting to know if you guys know much about cannabinoids if that was explained to you.
Yeah.
I think that's where we need to get the level of information to people of how it works and why
Yes.
it actually kills the cancer in the first place. I think when people get that and realise it's actually a small cog in a big machine, that the whole sort of...
That's the backup of the immune system, the lymph system,
well, yeah.
central nervous system.
It has to be part of a holistic approach with it,
Yeah.
where the diet is actually the most important thing, and the cannabinoids are actually going to facilitate the healing. We've been working with and doing a lot of research on the topic. Myself and a business partner here as well, and opening an online shop which aims at getting all the products that you need for healing, as well as the education the education's free. We don't charge anything for the education. It's all about passing the information on. We don't want to profit out of that. But see, when it comes to the actual legislation around cannabis, I think what it comes down to is the law is wrong.
Yeah.
Okay.
Here.
I think what we come down to is we just got to actually take it upon ourselves and say, if we disagree, as the people of this country, which the government's supposed to be protecting and making sure that we're safe, but obviously in regards, it's not the case. I've been working underground with a network of people who are getting this medicine to people. We're doing it completely at the risk of me now telling someone who's actually linked to the law, because I don't care anymore. No, sorry, I'm not putting it in. But it really comes down to getting education, and you can do it yourself. Don't think that we're here to say, right, there's money to be made in it at all. It's not. You can grow it yourself. You can make the medicine yourself. Rick Simpson, absolute pioneer. He came up with it. I think it was for his wife who was ill.
That's
right. And he did it to cure his wife, and he did so, and he passed the information on. We're hoping to get as much information out and join organisations like this to make sure that people are fully aware of what the endocannabinoid system is, and it's something that's within your body. So you create cannabinoids, okay, within your body, THC, CBD, CBG. The research has not been done, the research has been suppressed on this topic, and what you need to understand is this is just like you would take vitamin A, vitamin B, vitamin C, vitamin D, you need cannabinoids just as much. It's like magnesium and things like that, which we don't create, we have to supplement through our foods. That is also a big part of absorption. So when you take like the cannabinoids, you must make sure that everything is in balance, right? CBD oil itself is actually your regulator for homeostasis within your body. It makes all of your body systems, your cardiovascular, your immune system, it makes them talk to each other. So your immune system knows when there's something wrong inside your body. That CBD, THC, will actually go and attack and kill cancer cells. And it does that because cancer doesn't have an apoptotic or come under the name of the cellular death. Cancer grows and it keeps growing. That's the one I'm thinking of. And then the other way for a cell dies through necrosis, and that's what chemotherapy does for you. It kills your cells, but it kills good cells and bad cells, and that's the problem with chemotherapy. It actually destroys the human body in the process of killing the bad cells, because it kills everything. THC doesn't do that. It triggers that response in cancer cells, so then cancer then can kill itself and reduce the actual size of the tumors. Yeah, but that's exactly what we were saying before. Your diet is the food for cancer. High sugar, high processed, all of that type of foods, pizzas, burgers, McDonald's, all that type of stuff. Beautiful for cancer. It creates a toxic environment in the body. You need to alkaline, get your body, like the pH level of your body up. Test your urine, every morning. Get it up to a 7.2, a 7.6. Cancer can't live in an alkaline environment. The doctor that actually came up with that was murdered back in the 30s because, and then the Cancer Act. That's something to look up as well. The Cancer Act of this country, which actually stops people who actually have a cure for cancer from actually promoting it and telling people they've got a cure for cancer. 1939 Cancer Act. Start there, and the wealth of information will come after that. Sorry, guys, I didn't mean to take that.